On February 5, 2026, late at night, a very important video appeared. It was about 11:44 p.m. when it showed up on President Donald Trump's Truth Social account. This video was 62 seconds long. It quickly started a big problem for his second time as president. The video seemed to talk about ideas that were not true, especially about the 2020 election. It mentioned voting machines and strange stories. But the most shocking part was hidden near the end. For just 1 or 2 seconds, around the 58th second mark, something very upsetting was shown. It had the faces of former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. Their faces were put onto the bodies of apes in a jungle. A song called "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" played with this image. This image of black people as apes is very bad. It is a racist image. It has a long and painful history in America. Many people know this image has been used to hurt and make black people feel less than human. It is not just a joke or a mistake. It is something with deep, sad roots from the past. We will learn more about this dark history and why it is so important in a later part of this story. Now, this video is live on the internet. Millions of people are seeing it. It is on the president's own official platform. This is a big problem. What will people all over the world think and say?
More importantly, how will President Trump's own political party react to this clear act of racism? 2. A big problem. The video on President Donald Trump's Truth Social account quickly caused a very big problem. Many people saw it late on February 5, 2026. They became very angry. News about the video spread fast across the country. The White House gave its first answer early the next morning. Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt spoke for the president. She told reporters that the criticism was fake outrage. She meant people were only pretending to be angry. She said it was not important. Ms. Leavitt told everyone to stop focusing on the video. She asked reporters to talk about things that truly matter to American citizens instead. This showed the White House did not think the video was a serious issue at first. But many important leaders strongly disagreed. People from both Republican and Democratic parties spoke out. This was unusual because Republicans rarely criticize President Donald Trump in public. The angry words from his own party showed how serious the problem was. Senator Tim Scott from South Carolina made a very strong statement. He is a black Republican and usually supports President Trump. Senator Scott said, "Praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House." He openly asked President Trump to remove the video. Other Republicans also shared their concerns. Representative Mike Lawler from New York said the post was wrong and incredibly offensive. He demanded that it be taken down and that an apology was made. Senator Roger Wicker called the video's content totally unacceptable. He also said the president should apologize. Democratic leaders were also very upset. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries called President Trump vile and malignant. The NAACP, an important civil rights group, said the video was blatantly racist, disgusting, and utterly despicable. They pointed out that it appeared during Black History Month, which is a time to celebrate African American history. The pressure on the White House grew with every passing hour. Leaders from all sides, Democrats and even some of President Trump's Republican friends, demanded action. They all wanted the video removed. The White House was now in a difficult spot. The crisis was growing. Would they keep saying the anger was fake? Or will they finally have to give in and take the video down, something they almost never do? 3. The President speaks. The strong words from many people made the White House change its mind. After about 12 hours, the video was gone from Truth Social. This was a big surprise, as the president often does not change his mind. The White House gave a new reason for the video. An official said a White House staffer made the post by mistake. It has been taken down.
This was different from the first message, which said the anger was fake. Later, President Donald Trump spoke to news reporters on his airplane, Air Force One. He was flying to Palm Beach, Florida. He talked about the video. He said he was against the racist parts of the video. However, he did not say sorry. He said, "No, I didn't make a mistake." He explained that he did not see the whole video. He only watched the first part of it. President Trump also said that nobody knew about the bad pictures at the end of the video. He said if someone had looked closely, they would have taken it down. He said he looks at thousands of things on social media. So the White House said a staffer made a mistake, but President Trump himself said he did not make a mistake and would not apologize. He said he did not see the bad part. This created confusion. The video was gone, but nobody seemed to take full blame. President Trump said he did not know about the racist pictures, but how the pictures got there is still a question. To truly understand why this video caused so much trouble, we must learn about the old and bad history of comparing black people to apes. 4. A bad history. This chapter will tell you about a very bad history. Comparing black people to apes is not just a simple insult. It is a very old and hurtful idea. It was used to make black people seem less than human. This bad idea started during the time of slavery in America. People wanted a reason to make slavery seem right. So they created false ideas called scientific racism. These ideas said that black people were closer to animals, like apes, than to white Europeans. This was not true science. It was a way to dehumanize black people, making them seem like property instead of real people with feelings and rights. This helped people feel okay about buying, selling, and owning other human beings. Later, these harmful ideas spread through popular culture. Books, newspapers, and early films helped to teach these racist thoughts to many people. A very important example is the film The Birth of a Nation, made in 1915. This movie showed black men in a terrible way and made the Ku Klux Klan, a racist group, look like heroes. Even the president at that time, Woodrow Wilson, watched it at the White House. This film, and others like it, helped to fix these bad images of black people in people's minds, connecting them with wildness or animals. This kind of thinking also helped to justify Jim Crow laws. Jim Crow was a system of laws, mostly in the southern states, that separated black and white people. Black people could not go to the same schools, sit in the same parts of buses, or use the same water fountains. These laws were based on the false idea that white people were better. If people believed black people were like animals, then keeping them separate or treating them badly seemed normal to some.
These laws led to much unfairness, suffering, and violence for black people for many decades. So comparing black people to apes is much more than just a rude comment. It is a powerful tool of oppression. This image carries a direct link to a long history of violence, systemic injustice, and the terrible time when Black people were not seen as truly human. It has caused deep pain and continues to be a hurtful symbol. Now we understand the serious historical weight of this image. This helps us see why the video on President Trump's social media was so shocking. It was not a random mistake. It was connected to a long and bitter personal fight. What is the history between Donald Trump and Barack Obama that brought us to this moment? 5. Old enemies. Donald Trump began his path in national politics by questioning Barack Obama's birth. Trump claimed Obama was not born in the United States. This was known as the birther conspiracy theory. It was a false idea. Obama was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, in 1961. Despite this, Trump spent years insisting that Obama was not truly eligible to be president. Many people saw this challenge as a racist attack on the nation's first Black president. Even after Obama released his long-form birth certificate in 2011, Trump continued to spread doubts. He finally said in 2016 that Obama was born in the U.S., but then incorrectly blamed Hillary Clinton for starting the birther claims. This deeply personal conflict set the stage for years of strong attacks. Trump often referred to the former president by his full name, Barack Hussein Obama. Many believed this was done to create negative feelings about Obama's background. More recently, President Trump has used social media and new technology, like artificial intelligence, to create and share negative images of his political rivals. This shows a clear pattern of behavior. In 2025, for example, Trump posted an AI-made video. It showed Barack Obama being arrested inside the White House and later wearing a prison uniform. Trump also shared other AI-generated content that showed politicians of color in harmful ways. In 2025, he posted a video featuring House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. The video showed Jeffries with a large sombrero and a fake mustache while mariachi music played. This image used stereotypes that many found offensive. This history of personal anger and racially charged attacks led directly to the controversial video posted in February 2026. The deep dislike between Donald Trump and Barack Obama is very clear. Yet the way Trump used his unique social media platform, Truth Social, and the specific time the post appeared makes this incident even more significant and damaging. 6. The post and the time. President Donald Trump uses his own social media platform, Truth Social, as a main way to speak to the public.
This unique website blurs the line between official presidential communication and his personal, unfiltered thoughts. On Truth Social, important government announcements can appear right next to quick comments, memes, or attacks on political rivals. President Trump follows a high-volume, low-vetting strategy, meaning he posts a very high number of messages, often sharing them quickly without a detailed checking process. This creates a chaotic and sometimes confusing environment. In such a fast-paced setting, without strong controls, mistakes or content that is not fully approved can easily be shared from the highest office. This casual approach makes accountability for individual posts less clear. The timing of the video's appearance made the incident even more significant.
It was posted in February, which is celebrated across the United States as Black History Month. This special period is dedicated to honoring the rich history, struggles, and outstanding contributions of African Americans to the nation. To publish a video containing such deeply racist imagery during a time meant for reflection, celebration, and education was profoundly insulting. This timing added another layer of hurt and disrespect, making the action seem either incredibly thoughtless or purposefully provocative. It created a sharp contrast with the purpose of the month, highlighting a severe lack of sensitivity. This combination of a known pattern of behavior, the influential platform used, and the highly inflammatory timing raises serious questions. Who truly bears the responsibility for this particular post appearing on the president's official social media? And what does this entire scandal reveal about the current health and nature of American political discourse? 7. Big questions. The video incident brought up many important questions about responsibility. First, who truly posted the video of the Obamas on President Donald Trump's Truth Social account? The White House said a staff member made a mistake, but they did not say who this person was. They also did not explain how that staff member had access to post from the president's personal account. This led to serious questions about the vetting process. This means, how are posts checked before they go live on a presidential account? Are there clear steps to make sure content is safe and correct? If President Trump himself shared the video, his explanation that he only saw the start suggests a lack of carefulness. If a staff member shared it, this shows either they failed to check it properly or made a bad judgment. So far, no one in the White House has been named or punished for the post. Also, the White House has not said they will make new rules to stop similar problems. This makes people wonder if anyone will truly be held responsible for what happened. Beyond who did it, the incident showed a bigger issue in today's politics: how the quality of public discussion seems to be falling. Many people worry that political talks are getting worse. There is a desensitization effect at play. This means that when shocking or offensive things happen again and again, people start to get used to them. What was once seen as totally wrong can slowly become more accepted over time. Each time a controversial event happens without strong consequences, it might set a new, lower level for what is okay. Some people think that causing outrage is a specific political strategy. This is sometimes called owning the libs, which means to deliberately upset liberal people. The idea is that even if it causes a lot of anger and negative reactions, it helps the president get attention and excites his supporters. It shows them he is ready to break old rules. However, the video caused many people to speak out, not just Democrats. Important Republicans like Senator Tim Scott also called the video racist. This widespread criticism from both sides might show that there are still some limits to this strategy of causing outrage. This scandal made people think deeply about what kind of speech is allowed, especially from the President of the United States. It showed that very offensive images can still appear in American politics.
While leaders in Washington, D.C. talked about these issues, the two people at the center of the racist attack, Barack and Michelle Obama, said nothing at all. Their silence was noticeable. At the same time, the rest of the world was also watching this deeply American problem unfold. 8. What happens now? Barack and Michelle Obama chose not to speak about the video. They kept silent. This was a plan they have used many times before. When people attack them,
They often do not answer. They do not want to make the bad words more important. If they spoke, it could give more power to the person who made the attack. It might also make the news story last longer. By staying quiet, the Obamas do not help the person who attacked them. This way, people focus more on the wrong act itself. It does not become a fight between them and the attacker. This choice is part of their way to deal with difficult public attacks. They aim to not give attacks extra attention or worth. The world looked closely at what happened in America. News from many countries talked about the video. From France to Canada and even in the Middle East, people watched. Many outside America saw the video as a worrying sign. They felt it showed problems with how American democracy was working. People were surprised and upset that such a racist image came from the account of an American president. They saw it as going against what leaders in a democracy should do.
This international view highlighted how the incident affected America's image. It made people everywhere think about fairness and race issues within the United States. Observers wondered about the current state of American politics and its global role. Even though the video was only visible for a short time, it started important discussions. It made people ask big questions. What are the clear rules for how a president speaks and acts in public? Who should truly be held responsible when a wrong message is shared from the president's account? And why does racism keep showing up in such a direct and ugly way in politics? This event showed that old, painful issues in American history are still not fully healed. It reminded everyone that simple, respectful talk between people is still very fragile. The incident forced a moment for the whole country to stop and think deeply about these things. It showed that past wounds can still hurt a lot in today's world. This brief event, which brought together many parts of the story, became a powerful and sad reminder. It showed America's long history with racism and how past injustices can still affect the present. The video, though quickly removed, highlighted that some deeply harmful ideas are still active. It made people think about what is normal for a president to do. It also brought up big questions about being responsible for actions, especially in public. The incident was a chance for America to look at itself.
It asked people to consider the kind of country they want to build for the future. It showed that building a fair society needs constant work and reflection. What do you believe is the most important lesson Americans should learn from this incident about political communication?
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.